Hello, Chris from MyStampLady.com, and I'm here with this Happy Wishes Sale-A-Bration stamp set. So it's got the happy and it's got words around here that coordinate like anniversary, birthday, day, be, you make me so, and wishing you a. And then this is the same set, and then the best and things like best wishes, sending you my very best. I love having a best and I think friends or something. So there's something that coordinates with that. Okay, so this is the set I'm going to be using. And this is the card I'm going to be making. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to stamp multiples of this card with this sentiment with the Stamparatus, which is a new tool that will be in our next catalog. So to start off, I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 4 1/8 inches by 2 5/8 inches. And this is the item I'm going to stamp. So I have already placed my stamps onto the Stamparatus and position them. And so the Stamparatus, it comes with these 2 plates and it works interchangeably, and so that you can get positioning and exact positioning of your stamps every time. This little cardboard piece here is just like a jig or a little placement piece so that I know exactly where to put my paper, so I can put my paper right there. It's a little easier to stamp away from the edges, and so that's why I made this. This is just a piece of really heavy cardboard. It's 1 inch and 1 inch, and so it fits right along the side. I'm holding it down with this really strong magnet here, and then slipped my cardstock into the right place, and now I'm holding down my cardstock with this really heavy magnet. And that is going to be the placement of where I want my stamps, or my paper for my stamps. And then I'm going to just ink up my stamp here with real red ink and bring it over and press that down. I will be showing more about the Stamparatus in days to come. Right now I'm using it with the cling mount stamps, so I don't have, there's a little pad in there for your photopolymer stamps, but I'm using this with the cling mount, so I don't need that. And I wanted it a little bit darker, and the Stamparatus is a really nice way to be able to go right back on top of where I was without having to line it up. Okay, so now I'm not sure how much off camera this is. Here's my other little piece, and this one is lined up to fit on top and on bottom of that happy. I've inked that up with rich raspberry, and now when I pull that over and stamp, it is in the exact right spot. Okay, so that is the Stamparatus, and I will be showing you definitely more about the Stamparatus in days to come. Move that out of my way. My next step is to take in my 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece of basic black cardstock, and this is going to be my cardstock mat. So I'm just going to line that up just like that. There we go. And this is my focal piece that I'm going to set aside. Okay, so now I have my thick Whisper White. This is my favorite cardstock to use for card bases. It's a heavier cardstock. I like using this for card bases. So I'm placing this inside of this dynamic sequin embossing folder. And since it's the dynamic folder, it has a lot of thickness, so you don't need the traditional sandwich. I do not need the bottom plate, so I just have my Big Shot platform, my folder, and 1 acrylic plate, and I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. So then when that comes out of the Big Shot, you have the sequin design embossed onto the card front. This is from the Petal Passion series pack, and it's a black and white package that I just love. It's a lot of fun to work with. You can add color, you can use it just like with the black and white. And so I am going to just put that down right there. And since I have it figured out where I want it, I am just going to go like that. And then add some there. Just did that because I positioned it first. Okay, so there's my piece there. I want a little bit of a height, but before I do that, I have my black baker's twine, my solid black baker's twine, and I am going to tie a bow on the front here with this. So just wrap that around twice. Okay, so once you have the loops how you want them to look, and then you can just position the bow where you want it. And I'm going to move it over just a little by kind of pushing at the same time. There we go. I'm going to trim up those little tails a little bit. Okay, so now I can just put some dimensionals on the back side here. This will give it a little bit of lift. Okay, I've removed those covers. And then I'm just going to place that down on the card front. Kind of at an angle, so I'd make sure it looked halfway decently aligned. Pull that down just a little. Okay, to finish up this card from the metallic sequins collection, I have taken out some of the black sequins, and I am just going to position those just like that. I'm gonna have to, there we go. I will be using the fine tip glue to put those down. Okay, so now open up that glue. I like to just put a little spot of glue where I want the sequin. There we go. So the colors I used here today were Rich Razzleberry, Real Red, and then of course the basic black. Just simple color scheme, not a lot of extra colors, but if you get too many, sometimes it gets too busy and too hard. So if you are watching this before March 31st, 2018, this is a Sale-A-Bration set that you can get free with the purchase. So go to my website, mystamplady.com, to find out the details about that. And all of these supplies are available in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. And don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Chris at mystamplady.com. And thank you so much for watching.